Hey everybody, Asher here, and welcome back to Starsector, where Diable Avionics is currently right next door, but also is currently knocking on our door. They're going after our home world, they're going after our major production world, and we're going to have a good time with it. Now, there are two strategies that we could potentially employ here. Very likely, their invasion fleet is coming from Vasuki or Oh my god, why do they have to have these terrible to pronounce planets? Maybe I should take over them and rename them before handing them off. But anyway, probably coming from Resh. Very likely not coming from Sakhalin, which is how we're going to pronounce that now, even though that's very likely not how it is. Anyway, they're trying to come home, and maybe you're hearing some kitty mischief in the background, or maybe you're not. They've been excitable little animals. But I guess one of the questions that I have is that we are getting invaded in 26 days. And that is my capital system. And it is a very strong fleet composed of four things here. If we were, in fact, to meet them in the field, it's very likely we could just sit out in hyperspace and do that. But I do think it's better that I go home. I have some ships to drop off. I was kind of maybe hoping to do some fleet shuffling, re-engagement, getting some more pieces out. We may cross that bridge when we reach it, but for now, I do think we have a minute, and with that minute, we can go ahead and knock out one of Diable's planets. Just let them know that we know that they're being little shits. And if they come at us with Tritech, high-tech ships as well, all the better. As you might recall, hey, look, it's some of my people. As you might recall, we actually took out the Persian League last time, along with the Hegemony shortly before that. So I did have to change my pre-made thumbnails on this because it was a bunch of Hegemony, and look, it's one of ours. This is all the more reason for us to go after this right now. We are raiding. We're just helping some bros out. Oh my god, these fleets are hilarious and like hilariously strong. I love it. Yeah, let's say hi to the station. We're already here. It'll take at least 2 months. Let's view the colony info as well. I don't think they really have anything we want to take. So, I mean, we're already here. So, yeah, that station is toast. We don't even really need to bring in that much with the amount of shit that we're throwing at it already. We even have a what? To Goddard with apologies? I don't even know what that is, but I love it. I'm sure I got the blueprint for it somewhere, but yeah, apparently I do because we got a whole bunch of them here. I should pay more attention to what we have. Aid the attacking forces. Even if we didn't have our transponder on, they should really recognize who I am. Continuing to battle. And we have actually some deployment points to drop here. So, oh, okay, that would be why. For all the ships that they have piled up here, just not as many to work with. Okay. I think this is an okay deployment. Just a mix of things. We don't need to throw all of our heavies. They've already thrown a ton of heavies at this, and honestly, this space station is already half dead. So, a little bit of help for our friends. But yeah, since I had pre-made some icons here, wasn't expecting the series to go to 90 episodes, but we are working our way towards the end steadily. Part of that end is taking out factions like Diable that are never, ever, ever going to get in line. So we're just going to have to, I guess, subjugate them and take them out of the political discourse for someone else that's a little more amenable to us. And talk about a waste of supply deployment. It's one of the most common comments that I get. Why are you deploying so much shit in your fights? Like, I didn't need to deploy anything. I mean, granted, we stole their kill, but we didn't need to deploy. We didn't need to deploy a damn thing. Okay, here's the more important part here. Is not the wreckage. We actually got 2 more gamma cores than we had any business getting here. We did get a faction bounty as well from our allies. Funny how that works. I do want to do the tactical bombardment. We have plenty of fuel. We have a second Vengeance fleet, Sakhalin, in 22 days. Well, that's a problem. Because, first off, y'all don't even have the production to, like, build a Vengeance fleet, so I shouldn't be worried even though it's level 2. Invasion. Space Invaders music. I should probably do that. But this is going to be literally... They have more defenses than I expected. Go them. Spaceport ×2. We'll go with Kilo here. See, it's one of the things where I know I talked previously about editing and making stuff work, but there's two sides of that. One is that there's so much of this that we're going to be doing anyway, is that it would turn out that a lot of the videos would end up having to be edited significantly, and maybe that's what some of y'all want, and that's fair. The other side of it is just a time issue. If you're watching this kind of on the back end here, then it doesn't maybe feel like there's been a delay, but if you have been sticking with the series contemporaneously as it's come out, then you will recognize that I was on vacation and I had the backlog there, and that was fine. And then vacation ended, and there's been 3 competing factors here. One is... Oh, okay, yeah, you guys can run. That's fine. Part of it is work being work. Really? War between the Vic and the POMED? I'm gonna say yes to that. So that way my buddies can fight here. And look, just like that. I think we won. Hey, look, the raid failed. Because we got, apparently we got, that's the only time I've ever not heard the victory music here for capturing the market. So that's weird. But we do have this place now. Vengeance Fleet's gone. But yeah, there's a few different things that happened, and long story short is that kids going back into school happened. Yeah, that's trouble sometimes in terms of schedule and everything. Work is work, and work is always going to be a joy. And then honestly, had like lots of sickness in the household, and it's not even COVID, it's just other things. And it's not even just one thing that's spread around, it's like a bunch of separate and distinct things. So I have been the person that has been fortunate enough at this point to not have to drop down at some point, although I felt like crap a few days. I haven't been totally incapacitated RimWorld style. So yeah, it's been not a week for recording between work blowing up and this. And it looks like we got a new combat result here. Market captured, Vengeance Fleet gone. Yeah, they didn't actually launch anything in addition to that. Fascinating. All right, well, taking another pillar down is fine. Let's go ahead and pass this to... Who do we give the other one to? Should be the PanMed. So let's pass this over to the PanMed, which is not what they're called. It is the United POMED, or PayMed. So there we go. They can have this system, let any sort of synergy go there. We could have passed it to the Persian League, technically, but no. Alright. And we're just going to do the same thing we have been doing here. Not selling the Pristine Nanoforge. Alright, so you guys need all your food. You don't really need the guns. We have our inventory space back. We have our cores back. That's fine. Cool. Alright. So hopefully your stability's fine. If it's not fine... This is not the worst system in the world. It's got moderate ore deposits. It's sort of good population, but yeah. Okay. And now, how many days do we have left? All of that prologue, and we're just going to be going home now. So let's actually set a course. We're not going to auto-fly it, but we do need to go here, because you may notice that we do have a budget surplus right now. And we're going to be investing in some planetary defenses. Granted, I could probably use some story points right now here. It requires 8 story points for a defense increase. That's actually a pretty good multiplier, but I don't want to use 8 story points here. I don't think anything is worth 8 story points. I do think installing an AI core here is worthwhile, though. But we can definitely get this defense rating a little bit higher. But yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here. I probably should have double tapped and looked for salvage over there, but we didn't. So cool. Home time. Look for any opportune things. Hopefully our space tube is still here. It looks like it is. And that's a privateer versus other things. I was wondering for a second, if that was one of the Persian League people. Okay, there's a little bit of our money gone because we did just do a resource draw before. But yeah, this will really help us get home. I wonder if the AIs learned to use these pretty well. I want to say that maybe they have, and I am holding shift to speed up time, which is where we have that on the top. Who are you? It's Legio! Now, we don't want to knock them off before they actually trade with us, but remember that we have identified Legio as our long-term enemy. Okay, apparently this is the way we're going now. Okay. And we have a mercantile convoy. It's probably going to get blasted. So yeah, that's exciting. We could have taken the space tube very conveniently over here. This Ordo is not threatening. We've learned that sometimes the threat is real. So yeah, if I had made that correct turn, we would have made it here faster, but we're still ahead of the invading forces. See, it's nice because we have Alpha Dirac here, which is more of a decoy system. It's like, hey, look for the yellow star in this star cluster. I mean, sure, there's like whole giant spikes of electromagnetic radiation and radio interference. Well, I know that's electromagnetic radiation. But all kinds of signs of civilization coming from green. But maybe we meant Alpha Dirac. It'd be really nice if we could like just put decoys up in a system to confuse the AI. And we just had a bunch of... We just have a... if I saw that right, it looked like a giant fleet was going to be leaving to invade somebody else. And I would love it if they ran into another group here. I don't think that's going to happen, though. So where are the... See, we have all these stupid updates for all of these successful invasions because we're so good at this game now. And I just want to know where my aforementioned combat fleet is, but it's fine. We're home for the first time in a long time. Alright, so manage the colony here. First off, we have a lot to drop in storage. So that's exciting, I guess. We're going to keep the cores in possession right now. We're actually going to take this core out as well. Alright, now we have a shit ton of weapons here. Some big weapons, little weapons, in-between weapons. I am going to store the pristine nanoforge for now. Just because I don't think we're going to be doing what we could be doing with that today. So if we sort this, like I said, I have a whole bunch of stuff in here. Credit the game for actually being able to keep up with everything that's supposed to be in here. Alright, so we have a bunch of supplies available to us. Thanks, raiding economy. And that's in my... Well, that's not just from storage from here, I think. That actually got transferred from the variable manufactory that is now making supplies. So save us a little bit of money here. Cool. I have a few things I need to do. Let's go ahead and look at our... We haven't looked at our colonies in a little while. We have stability 7 because we're constantly fighting people, so that could be better. We do have some improvements here, but this place is pretty much fine. Karkataka, now size... we have fuel production here. We haven't actually installed the fuel production item. So I need to make sure that we have that available. But one of the things that both of these planets need, because these are our two major profit centers here, and they're not going to be available in time. Okay, wrong button here. Okay. Is that we need to add an industry or structure here. I know this is a weird way to do it. And we have a bunch of things available here, but the planetary shield has been long overdue. Ground defense strength ×3. Kind of takes care of most things in the game. Alright, anything else that looks like would be good to add here? I mean, we have a few things that definitely could be good. Obviously, we can't build any other industries here. And the Reuter dives, rip the Reuter dives, I guess. Alright, so that's building. We still have Rock Piper Shipworks, though. Okay, it produces that, it demands that. It does make a little bit of income. I don't think that's an industry. It's not really hurting us. Okay, heavy batteries. We don't have any items to install here. AI core. Increase ground defense by 1.5. You bet. Look at that, just like that. Heavy batteries, suddenly a lot more threatening. We have a megaport here as well. Now the question is, if we assign an AI core here, reduces upkeep by 1, increases accessibility by 20%. So that makes even more money here. I don't think the upkeep cost is a concern though. So let's just put a beta in here. That'll be fine. Population and infrastructure. See, what I'm looking for is ways to increase stability for some of this stuff. And what we're going to have to do... We're not going to be able to upgrade you to a Star Fortress in time, but that will definitely do that. We're not going to upgrade to a Star Fortress right now because we have people knocking on our door. But we are going to be able to do that a little bit later. Alright, so Karkataka is going to be in a similar situation here. They do have much better defenses because we have this. And I think we can actually go ahead and try to build a planetary shield here as well. Build it! Once again, 90 days. It's not going to be ready in time. But let's go ahead as well and drop off the fleets. Was there any ships that I really wanted to try to build up here? I mean, some of them are fun. The Staple is definitely qualifies as a fun ship. This one does. The Normandy, not Normandy, it's pretty good. If we try to refit these, I mean, these are interesting energy boats with a tech mined hull. There's the thing there. I mean, we could definitely try to upgrade a few more ships. We have some frigates though, but we need some kind of. We have some big capital ships as well, including the Starskipper, which is going to take how much to restore it? Do we restore it at this point is the question. We have enough money to restore it. No, that's not where our money's going. Sorry, people in the comments that have been begging for me to do that for what feels like a calendar year now. What does an autofit look like on this? We can have standard or support. That could work. I mean, we have... I really like the Strum fighters. There's a bomber, bomber, bomber. That could work. What does an autofit look like on this? We could have glorious or magnificent. So it's all the guns... or all of the... We're going to do a glorious and a magnificent. So the Uon Siege laser, I can't even talk, with Reapers and Sabots, that actually looks really terrifying. And then this one auto fit. Let's see what the glorious looks like here. So we have some ion beams. Not nearly as exciting, honestly. But let's run them both. Let's see who can win a competition here. So we have a few more cruisers that we've decided to carry on. They are no longer mothballed, so we'll have to officially repair them. I've been meaning to get another carrier ship in the fold anyway, and I've always liked... someone asked me before, what are my preferred Dassault-Mikoyan hulls? This is kind of one of them. Alright. So we don't have really much in the way of more officers to start upgrading here, but do we have any like laser specialist people that could work pretty well? I like Priest here. Oh wow, we've been ready your chin. Sorry, bruh. I just brud you. Let's put Scoob in one of these. Let's put Scoob in this one. That should be fine. And then Winter Dilo may go into the other one. Because we don't have... like, I like Inuyashika in this phase frigate. That's worked out really well. Actually, Ganymede Oberon should be in this one because this is more of a, the other Diable ship's more of a missile boat and doesn't necessarily, well, he has the missile specialization too. He's just good all around. Let's put Jack Aubrey in there. I'm a big fan of these Rosenritter cruiser destroyers, and they've done a shit ton of work. But we have a lot of officers in them, and I think we can do just fine. Finally, did I not actually okay. I did not actually upgrade this, so let's try putting everything in there. So militarized subsystems. Removes penalties from civilian grade hull, max burn rate by 1. And then augmented field drive. That for some reason we can't actually put both of these in. Increased cargo hold. I don't think that's what it's called. We're not gonna take time to look it up right now. But yeah, this one doesn't have as much stuff here, but that's fine. If we look back at the fleet screen real quick, I know I probably should have considered this a long time ago, but your burn's at 7 now. So has this one actually been holding us back? Maybe it has been. Okay, that's cute, but we're gonna need the augmented field drive here. You're never gonna see combat anyway. That's what she said. Okay. Anyway, repairing ships, that's fine. We have a shit ton of supplies. Our fuel's fairly cheap. Yeah, I think gassing up's fine here. Interestingly, we should be able to get some more Marines for another place here. So let's go ahead and go to Karkataka first. Because how many days until Diable comes knocking on our door? 6 days. Means they may run into that other invasion fleet that we had. But we got a little bit of time for this. But now that we have money, we can do things like upgrade our capital with the Star Fortress. Okay. Planetary storage. Here we go. Extra Marines. Here we go. Autonomous mantle bore. Did I even put mining in this place? No, I didn't. Okay. So let's install an item here. Fuel production increased by 3, so the Dictat would be mad at us if they could be mad at us. I don't think I want to put an Alpha Core in there. Could put a Gamma Core just for fun. And then make improvements. It would take 4 story points to improve that by 1. I think we can do better with some other stuff here. Yeah, I think this is where we want an Alpha Core. Of course, if we do that in the battle station, increases station combat effectiveness. Well, we're kind of going to want both, aren't we? But let's do this for now, because increasing that number is important for gameplay purposes. And then we already have an orbital works that has all of our goodies here. Okay. So what other colonies needed an actual industry here? We do have a cryo revival facility that is mostly supplied. We have a void extractor. Why are you guys short on production and demand? That's a little weird. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason for it. We need more ship hulls from somebody, so. Okay, Zafabak. You do have the happy little military base. And a privateer base. Alright, Cradle. We haven't visited you in a while, but Cradle seems to be not doing too bad. It actually can have another industry here. I didn't do farming yet, so I really need to build farming. And that's probably been long overdue. That way we can actually have food production from somebody. No, we don't. We're not going to change our faction now. It's too far. Vajtech. Still more like slow tech. This is fine now. Like, you still have an orbital station. Mining's all you're going to be able to have. And I feel like I'm probably forgetting something, but it's okay. We got visitors. So let's and interestingly, they're not going after our corner pocket systems. So where do we think these punks are going to come in from? Okay. As for some reason, everybody's in rebellion. I was about to say, I did grab the mantle bore already, so that should be fine. We can definitely upgrade this to heavy batteries right now. Anything else that we're missing that seems necessary here? Reuter dives are stupid. Restoration docks actually may be fun. I mean, I could put another patrol HQ here, or military relays. Depending on the largest fleet size between all planets with a military relay in the star system. I need to look up a little bit more about how that works. Courier port, commodity forge. Probably not a bad idea here. Massive pumps, drills, chemical plants, inert gases. Lacking domain era technologies cannot produce a completely breathable atmosphere. So this is all of the stuff that we would need to start building that actually terraform this into a workable planet. Because that used to be our asteroid belt. How many days? It's currently traveling to the Green system. Okay, so they should be. The haters are probably arriving here in just a minute. Question is, they have a bunch of different points of entry. Looks like they went south. Looks like they did not just go south, so there's one. Okay, so we got 4 fleets to choose from here. Who are you? You're not Diable. You're pursuing a Diable Avionics Grand detachment here. So there's another fleet. Okay, so first off, salvage. Recoverable ships, you don't say. I will happily do a standard recovery on both of these. Thank you. I didn't actually grab more crew. That's kind of a problem. Alright. So we're going to have to mothball them for now because of crew penalties. And if only I had planets nearby where I could actually get crew. But yeah. Ballistics. There's lots of good stuff here. And it's 14th battle group. And for some reason comes with automatic solar shielding. For those long summer drives, I guess. Alright, so mothball for now. So you're engaged in battle, and then we'll move up here. So this... You're engaged in battle. Why are you drifting away so hard? Alright. Your fleet is over fuel capacity. Okay, yeah, we'll need to fix that. Alright, so first round. We're not fighting fair. These guys already have been in a bunch of fights. This is how you want to do system defense, by the way. You want to make sure that you can outrun, like, your opponents. And when I say outrun, I do mean, like, you wear them out, you tire them out. So obviously we got to see what these guys can do. So we're going to, we are going to bring some big guns. Maybe not that big of a gun. Maybe we do bring you. And then we bring just a few of the little guys. Just for a few more things here. So we'll see how our stuff is. Because right now we need to get some combat relays here. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like we have nothing. They did field one of these, so let's see what our buddy fleets can do. And maybe we'll be able to deploy some more of our own shit. Looks like they're all sliding to the left. Let me try not to ram my own faction. So first contact. Did I hit it? Oh, I didn't hit it. We were going to start this episode really strong. It's fine. So excited. One of my cats is like, hey, are you going to feed me? I've already fed you this morning. Ugh, okay. So we've got everybody over here. You are just having a grand old day. So let's have you follow. Okay, well, you know what? You guys are actually taking this on, so that's fine. We got the whole big fleet right here. I guess what we'll do is just move you guys up here, because the maelstrom is the big worry. But a maelstrom is only as good as its support. So right now we have Jack Aubrey versus Scoob in a battle of which terrifying cruiser that we stole from HMI is actually better. Meanwhile, our AI production build fleet here is having its own time with the Maelstrom, and we are just moving them right along. Like, you never want to take Diable lightly. Their ships in the right design hands are terrifyingly strong. Their weapons are very good. Surely that hits. Okay. Alright. So far, Scoob has a flux problem. And is currently, hey! Remember when we said there's a Maelstrom? Let's kill it. And let's abandon this node. Because now it's like, look, they've slid all over here. We've got all this shit going, and it's fine. We've got a bunch of dead points on the field. I don't know why I'm rushing to go in front of trying to kill the Maelstrom, but we do have an excellent wolf pack. Okay, did that not hit? What a jerk. It's perfectly aimed, just slightly too far away. Alright. But I do think the Maelstrom is not long for this. Not long for this game. There we go. And Backstreet's back is not having the best time. Cue the explosions everywhere. I think we've got this. We just took down their big thing, and we don't need to be defending this point anymore. I think we just go full assault here, because we got some people in front of us, some people behind us. Every ship for themselves. No two ships are not on fire. There's a space burrito. As we know and love, they are magically delicious and somehow still able to outturn my shooting. And I'm getting wailed on by... Are these fighters? Sometimes... Okay, see, the thing with Diable is that they have little mechs that will go fighting too. And those are fun. It's... Oh, Jesus. Rocket Squirrel! Ugh. It was not in my shot. And look! I can hit Rocket Squirrel, but I can't hit this thing. Oh my god. Alright. Okay, just because I'm the leader doesn't mean I have to be good at something. Twitter 2022, I guess, is, don't tell me that I have just turned Jean-Pierre into Elon Musk, because that would be terrible and completely not in line with his backstory at all. Oh my god. Okay. Are we the baddies? We would definitely be the baddies in that scenario. And there's going to be one person watching this that is like, I love Elon Musk and everything that he stands for, and I'm very offended that you have just possibly spoken badly of dear apartheid Jesus. And that's on you. So to that one person that I've specifically offended, thumbs up. The whole idolizing culture that of celebrities and stuff that Twitter has only helped enhance, but is definitely was not invented by Twitter. Yeah, that's of course I missed that shot. Definitely a problem. Okay, that time we just had you teleport out of that one. Did we double speed yet? Yeah, we've already won. Cool. Okay. And we have a second fight here, so join the engagements. And this is where we can bring in some other shit. This is where having home court advantage is nice on these big fights. Because we can just start throwing all of our shit in multiple bits of combat here. Yeah, let's bring the Breamer. Bring the fish. Okay, so they're gonna need our help a little more this time. Adventures in Babysitting, my own faction edition. However, this should not be nearly as hard. So we're just gonna large escort here instead of rally point. That's not what we want. Okay, we're just gonna defend that point, and we'll start there. Cool. Here come all the things. As once again, they have some really big ships in here too. And I'll have to watch the combat logs and see what's happening here. Yeah, and you're going to hear it a little bit. You're hearing it right now. I'm going to take a drink real quick. It's not that I've been 100% either. I haven't. There's been some days where I have just had to fight through exhaustion really hard. But the thing is that everyone else has been sick, and I guess I've been the least sick. I am still wearing a mask to work and stuff all the time, and it's funny because it's exactly what I told people even years ago. Is like, let's say that COVID is behind us. It's never going away, which they didn't like hearing me say that either. But let's say the pandemic is behind us. I just really like not getting sick nearly as much by wearing a mask. So if I'm like not feeling great, I'm not just gonna run into work or run into a shopping center and just cough on everything. Of course I make that shot, and it didn't actually kill the thing either, so exciting. So who do we got here? We have apparently a large fleet. Unless they all just died. Like, they're not supposed to be dead, but it'd be really funny if they're just running away. Let's just do full assault. Let's see what happens. Like, we saw what's supposed to be here. Our ships are not that much faster. We can't exit campaign. We can't claim victory. But we have a bunch of idle ships here. Did the AI just forget to deploy? Is that really what's going on here right now? It honestly looks like it. That's going to be hilarious if this bugged out. Because this would be a new bug that I have never seen before. And it would actually really impact my ability to record here. Because all I can do right now is exit the campaign. Are you serious? I think the AI actually did not engage. Okay, well in that case, we don't have to do it this way. Full retreat. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. Everybody just get out. I've never seen this happen in this game before. It's like, wait, are we losing? No, the game did this, so okay, we shouldn't be paused right now. Let's double speed it. So yeah, we won the battle. It's the oh god, not War of the Worlds. That's not the game with the AI that's like, oh, what a strange game. The only winning move is not to play. How about a nice game of chess? Huh. That'd be nice. Okay, so we're out of here. See, the nice thing is that hopefully when we full retreat here, because there were a few enemy ships that appeared. Okay. So we're out of that fight. And our allies were nonetheless able to win the engagement. Well, that's exciting. Let's leave for a second. Diable doesn't like that we left. Okay, so you guys are here. I don't want to know for sure if you're a bugged fleet, but I think we got that one under control. So, ship recovery. Did we get a Maelstrom? We did get a Maelstrom. Not even for story points. We'll take the Storm as well. Thank you. And let's move on. We can drop these off at home at some point, so... If you haven't seen this ship before, it's amazing. And there's a bigger version of the Maelstrom that's pretty much two Maelstroms duct taped together. But I prefer this one. Okay, so you guys should be dead. Vajtek might be in danger. So let's get up there and see. We have another mercenary patrol. We have another group standing down. We have a privateer. We have you guys trying to fight. I don't even know where you're going right now. We gotta check home base real quick. Because it looks like we actually do have a fleet right here. The Diable Avionics Grain Invasion fleet, including our double Maelstrom duct tape together. Alright, so we are definitely helping the home base at first. I have not lost my home world in a while. So I'm not looking to do it now. Okay, so we're just gonna park the new puppies in storage for now. And you can see our combat, our ship fleet composition here is at 903. That is that is artificially increased from settings, but I may increase that further just to have some more fun and foppery and whim here. So Diable Avionics Grand Invasion Fleet, only 1 star. And we can join this battle with our elite space station. And hopefully the enemy shows up. Alright, so... Oh, it's not even elite. It's just a station. Alright, so... Why does that make me think of Bill and Ted 2? Well, I know why it makes me think of Bill and Ted 2. Because, like, half the movie they're saying, "Station!" But that's not the only thing. Okay, we got our carriers for defensive purposes. We've got the Sanctus coming into play. Alright. And then I guess we just saturate the field with a few tiny targets. Including de jour. Okay, cool. Because we have our big station and we have not too much defending it right now. So, kind of glad I'm here. Although the station is probably doing pretty good right now. Sanctus can go ahead and go up here. You're going to get a heavy escort. You are going to go right here. And you should probably kind of hang back a little bit. So let's just call this a defend node for now. Let's let our other shit get in position and have a grand old time. And the even funner part is that Diable is coming after us multiple times. So they have spent a bunch of resources, which at this point the computer kind of has unlimited resources in a way. But let's see if they actually showed up to this fight. I'm pretty sure they did. They definitely did. Okay. Let's actually... can we watch the video feed of the space station? So, this is the... I forget which station we built here. But man, I love having the whole aesthetic here. We're just a bunch of rocks with guns attached to it. Oh my god, it's a really nice loadout of weapons too. Would be a shame if Diable had some of their own medicine fed to them. So anyway, here's the big gun. I said it's literally 2 Maelstroms duct taped onto each other. So the micro missiles are one of the other great thing about Diable is that a lot of their bigger ships end up having a little extra missile launcher. And they have, if I remember right, either unlimited ammo or certainly a whole hell of a lot of ammo. So there is Tony Leapart, who is let's just put you into the fray. Well, maybe not so far into the fray, but let's try to get you up here where you're going to move right along in search of good times and good news, and I just painted way too many command points here, so let's go ahead and do it this way. So Tony, move on up. Everybody else kind of defend here. Hey! I guess the AI was just like, by the way, if we're going to do it this way, then you don't... Oh god, they're actually firing on me pretty hard. Okay. I'm sorry, that was just a panic shot. Like, oh my god, this thing is actually going to kill me. Because those little, like, dead space guns... Okay, did you just seriously, like, engage ramming speed on me? There we go. I'm not totally dead. We are getting some slowdown, though, which is kind of exciting. Because it means we're really having to put our shit to the test. Okay. This thing has shown its, like, giant space butt out to be available. We have 35 more deployment points. Space station looks like it's doing okay. Who can we bring out for 35 points that would help turn the tide of the battle here? Donic seems like a good move. And Lobster Magnet, even though it doesn't have an officer anymore, still good shit. So I really want to like cut straight into this, but it's probably better if instead of defend here, we start working, trying to work up this side of the field, and we can try to bring you over here a little bit. Because right now, you are firing on shit. We just need you to fire on the bigger shit. Seems good. Cool. Nothing quite like a good plan to execute here. You see, we just have all the guns firing. That's Diable's play usually, but today it's us. But one thing I really want to take advantage of is the fact that we have a huge-ass space station that can just murder anything. And if we don't have our ships actually like push the enemy fleet out of position, the space station as it rotates will just keep taking this on. And meanwhile, is Tony just really, or am I really going to have to order you to kill this thing to get you to move? That's the fun part of the AI. Sometimes it wants to be aggressive, but if there's a little ship in the way. Okay, now I don't want to get friendly fired by my own space station. I think that was just a shot into the abyss. Alright, let's see. We got you. Of course, I managed to magically, like... Ooh, we actually got a good flanking maneuver on this thing. And look, the Donic is doing what Tony is not, which is kind of unfortunate, but part of the deal with the AI that we've talked about before, and why in some of these kind of fights I'm a fan of staggered deployment, because that way you bring in the big ships first, they get in position. Hey, did you just like turn and unleash Hot Fury on me? Why don't you come chase me closer to the space station? Just like that, the Donic is now doing something. It was there, as it tends to be. And I almost just want to like take you over. You're firing at tiny things. I want you to fire at the big thing. There we go. See, Tony just needed an open line and needed not tiny frigates to actually fire upon. Oh my god, this is trouble. Did I miss the giant battleship? Yes. Am I now in my space station's line of fire so that it's not shooting supporting fire? Also yes. Let's get over here. Really. Am I now in Tony's line of fire? Also yes. Am I now actually going mano a mano with one of the biggest spaceships in this entire mod list? Also yes. And Project Casimir is incredibly broken, and that's 2 series in a row where I've taken advantage of broken things. Okay, could we actually fire, though? Thanks. Wow, twofer. Wonder who got the credit for killing the Pandemonium. We'll have to check that after these messages. No, we don't have any messages here. I could turn on advertising at any time, and I'll get some questions like, Asher, why are you suddenly running commercials and stuff? And it's just like, the reason I don't is because I have a job that I make money from. This is for fun, but it's one of those things where if I could, it just would be me being like everybody else, and maybe for the amount of time I put in, this is a hobby, it's okay for me to take a cut, but it's not something I'm interested in doing right now. Okay, so join the pursuit. Yes. We're going to order our second in command to handle it, though, because I don't want to deal with another fight where Diable decides not to show up. So this is cool. We took them all out. Ship recovery. The Donic once again died. Whoops. And no Pandemonium to recover, so that's okay. We know Diable hates us a little more. But we got some really nice weapons. Okay, so here we are. Good system bounty. Ship recovery today is, once again, not the Pandemonium. Someone's going to say that I missed a ship. And they're probably right, but let's see here. Repair. Okay, dockside bar. Anything else? Like, we got a lot of good stuff going on. Let's take a look at the combat logs real quick. So we have that fight was just a tiny thing with the station. So here we go. The Sea Nova actually with the state support beam. And the Snowstorm doing some good work here. So far, the Ulan Siege Laser Boat doing a little more work. But that one's not too far behind. So we have the Nimrit and the Samhain. Interesting names. I'm open for a rename. The Fimbulwinter. Oh, yeah, we all retreated here. So that one doesn't even really count. But they reserved all these ships and just forgot to bring them out. And then this Diable fleet as well. This, what do you know? Our space station did the most work. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. I'm a fan. All right. So let's see. Is there anything else that we can do right now? How many? There are 4 fleets. The Invasion Space Force are outmatched. Its Ground Force are outmatched. They're likely to be defeated in orbit. Okay. Oh, we're still over fuel capacity. What a jerk. Alright, well, you know what? That's what I get for filling up my tanks before a massive engagement. Alright. Let's see what other Diable shit we can find out here. It looks like we've... Ooh. Hello? Who are you? Okay, so there's our security detachment. That's a terrifying fleet, by the way. And we are definitely going to join this battle. Alright, so... Turns out our home system defenses are working very well. Oh my god, this is hilarious. We have so few deployment points to just throw shit out here. Okay, so who hasn't been out at this point? Like, we're already running out of things that we can send. Is Ugg still on probation for thwacking me last episode? It's been a while since I've recorded, but I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgiven. Okay, this is fine. We are only bringing 6 ships out. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, hello? Did I forget to deploy myself this time? No. I'm just not out yet. Alright, cool. So the AI's got a bunch of strong stuff, clearly, because why wouldn't they? And we don't have a bunch of D-mods on our ships because we have really good building stuff available. Alright. I guess the key thing is discovering if Diable is actually deployed. They definitely deployed enough to get a, Okay, they deployed. Good to know. Sorry, bud. Not trying to ram you. The party's just started, I guess. So we'll help them grab this node for a second while everybody gets in position. But yeah, once again, it's another maelstrom. Okay. Hello, friend. That was gonna be a miss until they engaged their shields. Alright. Okay, so right now we have our death line versus their death line. And we're getting missiled all to hell, so probably need to stop that. And here comes our Psy Nation or Sky Nation, something nation, our tank ship that's literally just a bunch of metal plates slapped onto a spaceship. This is fine. This is not fine. Alright, let's go ahead and just have you drag into the middle, have you drag up here with a heavy escort, and call it a day. Because right now we've kind of got their big fleet all coming through the middle, phrasing, but it's just one big engagement right now, and I think I can actually do some work here. As long as I don't get fired upon by that supporting cruiser. Just a little too far away. Okay, well we've got that's not an aggressor, but that's like a step down from an aggressor. So we can just let our fleet do the work on the maelstrom. Apparently I can teleport directly to the maelstrom. Alright. Thank you for extending your shields to make me look like I know how to fire things. I do like that ship, by the way. And the guns on it are pretty damn scary. Okay. We lost a Halbmond. How we lost a Halbmond, I will never really know. But we lost it. So who can we bring in for 41 points? We haven't brought you in yet. And prayer, we do have. Let's bring in our good old Vic Cruiser here. So surely if I fire at anything, I'll hit something here. As once again, the maelstrom is actually about to die, so we are doing a good job putting pressure on it. Just somebody please put the damn finishing blow on it. Anybody now, because if we get like... Okay, am I really going to have to do this myself? Okay, maybe not going toe-to-toe. Like, we had the kill. It was right there. Okay, yeah, fire the missiles. Come on. There we go. You know, for that shit with the rest of my fleet just sitting there, insert inappropriate phrase for YouTube, sitting there not doing what they're supposed to. It's like, you have it 99% dead. I've turned into my old comment section from the very beginning of this series where I had, not this series, but me doing Starsector on YouTube, where people were very angry because I would leave ships just about dead. And now I've come full circle and I'm like, God damn it, AI. Can you just kill the thing? Alright. Sometimes you gotta do it yourself. Alright. Boop. I think we can go full assault here, since they have clearly deployed all of their shit. Well, the AI go... Oh, apparently I will, tell my wife I'll be late for oh, dude, don't do that to me. You were in my line of fire. I can't get kicked out of my own faction, but that would definitely be a problem. if I were, say, commissioned to somebody else's faction. You could technically say sitting in the firing nozzle of Project Casimir for this faction is probably a good way to get fired too. And I guess we're doing it in the traditional sense of like getting fired out of a space cannon. Ooh, that was objectively the wrong move. All right. I'm actually taking some pretty harsh damage here. Okay. And the Glimmer's also taking heavy damage. And we actually lost the Star Skipper? No, we didn't. They just have a hull breach. We have lost a few ships though. Who can we bring in for some quick cleanup here? That's fine. You guys should be able to get there fast enough. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, let's not shoot another Lamprey that has decided to fly into my firing range. And there's a Strum up there that also needs to be killed. Also, by the way, shout out to everybody who puts comments in these videos. I have done YouTube for years where I literally just post videos and get no comments. And I do it because it's fun. But it's so much more fun when I hear from you all as well. So I'm never going to sit here and say smash that bell and like that subscribe button or anything like that. Because if I make something that's fun enough for you guys to stay around, then by all means, great. Or if you want to make your own content, even greater, let me know what you're doing in the Discord or otherwise. Discord link available in the not comment section. Although I probably could put it in the comment section. Why is Toskayaski's vision saying fuck me? That's not, I guess that is one way to go. If you know you're gonna die, it's just you want that one last ride. Alright, I think getting killed at the end of battle is a little bit embarrassing though, so it's fine. So we join the engagement. Wait, do we join the engagement? Okay, this is weird. I like heard ringing. Okay. I know why I heard ringing. I'm actually not supposed to have my ringer on, and for some reason I heard ringing in the background. Weird. Okay, so sorry if that was a bother to you all. We're just, we're gonna leave this for a second just to make sure that, so we're still over fuel supply. So let's see what we got. You're still engaged in battle. You're still engaged in battle. You guys should be able to knock that out. I don't know why you guys get to fly away so hard on this, but here we go. Let's put some fuel in storage. Not like that. Let's put some fuel. Ooh, let's not put the crew in storage. I do actually need to get some crew. 45 per unit. 50 per unit, sure. Do we actually want 1,000 people? Sure. We can pay their wages now. We're not at the beginning of the series. Okay, and storage here, if we sort it out, we got a little bit of fuel. It's fine. And just like that, the other Diable fleet is dying, dead. And their invasion failed. I did not see the notification for it. But they've been defeated by the defenders of our homeworld, and we didn't even need to finish our planetary shield, which is still definitely on the way to being finished. So one down. I guess the better question now is, I don't think I want to sit and wait for 50 days for my invasion fleet to get here, but it is going to be a little awkward. Because by the time we fly over here, these guys have already been in production. They should begin assembling in 60 days. So we may just run into these guys flying back over here. I think our defenses are really good, though. And see, look, we had to finish some fights here. We didn't get credit for killing the Maelstrom, but we sure should have. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this one. Welcome back to Starsector. Like I said, I appreciate y'all being here. If you've been sticking around and wondering where's videos, like I said, life happens, and That's not always a great thing, but it is great to be able to come back here. So I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for watching. We'll do this again, hopefully soon. And if you all are celebrating holidays when you're watching this, as it is the holiday season, happy holidays. Have a good time there. See you next time.